Counseling is really for everyone at some point in their life. We need a broader perspective on counseling. We can look at counseling like we look at going to the doctor. We go to the doctor for medical issues. We go to counseling for emotional issues. For instance, some adjustment issues we may have in life are things we might want to go to counseling for. Grief, relationship issues, separation, and divorce. Our children are having trouble at home or at school or their behavior. Also, we have an increased anxiety and depression response to events that are going on. Let's take depression as an example. Should you go to counseling? Well, if you have these symptoms, 2 or more of these symptoms, for 2 or more weeks at a time, then you might want to consider it. For instance, sleeping too much or not enough, eating too much or eating not enough, feeling sad, hopeless, despairing, guilty, an increased feeling of wanting to be by yourself and isolated. Maybe you feel like not being on this earth anymore, or you have suicidal thoughts. These are all things that if you have 2 or more of these, you should look at going to counseling. It's common for someone else to recognize your depression before you do. So think back in the last couple of weeks. Has someone told you, oh, you're not quite yourself, or you seem sad, or you just don't want to do the things you used to want to do? Those are some signs to start thinking about going to counseling. Mental health issues generally get worse over time if not treated. So early detection and early treatment is most helpful. For instance, if you've had depression for 1 month, and usually the recovery is about 1 month long. If you've had it for a year or two, it can be a year or two recovery. Counselors need to be used more like doctors in terms of preventive use. So if doctors can prevent medical issues from getting worse and worse, so can counselors. We can do this through having evidence-based practices, through scientific research we've done, as well as through all the ways that we have had experience with other clinicians and other people, including using medicine. These are all things that we can use to help with people to get better faster and not prolong their illness and their sadness and their grief and their anxiety. Counseling can be very helpful for you. Schedule an appointment and try out one session. Generally, people feel relief during the first session. If you don't come back. If you do, come back, work on your goals, and become the person that you used to be.